Hello everyone. In today's video lecture, I am going to discuss about artificial intelligence. So, before starting about artificial intelligence, you must have to understand what is intelligence. So, if you have some intelligence, it means you have the capacity to learn and solve problems. Okay. So, what is artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence is the simulation of human intelligence by machine. It means machine have the ability to act like a human. Machine can solve problems. Machine can act rationally. Those machines who have this type of behaviors, we can say that machine have the power of artificial intelligence. Apart from the definition of the intelligence and the artificial intelligence, we must have to understand about what is the central principle of AI. It includes reasoning, knowledge, planning, learning, and communication, as well perceptions and the ability to move and manipulate objects. AI include the science and engineering of making intelligent machine, especially intelligence computer program. What it means? What is the meaning of the central principle of AI? If machine can solve the problem, then how they can solve? They must have some knowledge, they must have some reasoning, or they must have some planning. That's why they can solve problems. If machine act rationally or act like a human, then machine have the ability to learn. Machine have the capacity to learn and the solve problems. Machine can also communicate like humans. So we can say artificial intelligence that it is a simulation of human intelligence by the machine. In the next slide, we have some definitions. Where in the first point, computers with the ability to mimic or duplicate the functions of the human brains. Computers have the facility, but they can duplicate the function of the human brains. And the artificial intelligence is the intelligence of machine and the branch of computer science which aims to create it. How we can mimic, how we can duplicate the functions of human brain. We can do it with the help of artificial intelligence, and AI is the branch of the computer science. In computer science, we have concerned automation of intelligence behavior. After that definitions, we must have to know about the history of the AI. So basically, it started in 1950, but first time the term AI, it means the artificial intelligence, described by or coined by John McCarthy in 1955. We can say who is the father of the AI. So we can say John McCarthy is the father of artificial intelligence, and it was introduced in 1955. Officially, it was introduced in 1955, but it started in 1950. In 1974, computers become faster and affordable with the help of some features of the AI, and the 1980 is the year of artificial intelligence, where so many functions and so many research has been developed using AI. In 2000, landmark of AI establishment achieved. Uh, we learned about the Sophia. It is a robot, and it was introduced in 2015. Now, after the introduction of the AI and the history, we must need to know its applications. So there are several fields where we can use AI. First, I introduced application of AI in medicine. Medical clinic can use AI system, organize bed schedules, make a staff rotation, and provide medical informations. AI has also application in field of cardiology, neurology, embryology, and the complex operations of internal organs, and so many applications also available. If we are talking about the cardiology, so we have a pacemaker, artificial heart. Okay, so many applications of AI used in medicine. It also has an application in image guided surgery and image analysis and enhancement. After the medicine, we have some applications of AI in music. We can see somewhere with some applications, the composition, performance, and the music theory. Sound processing are some of the major area on which research in music and AI are focused on. We have some different types of examples here, such as the chunks and the smart music and all. So using this type of AI, we can enhance our voice quality. We can enhance our music quality as well. Now we also have an application of AI in telecommunications. Many telecommunication companies make use of heuristic search in the management of their workforce. For example, there is an organization, that is the BT Group, has deployed heuristic search and scheduling application that provide the work schedule of 20,000 engineers. So what is the heuristic search? It is a searching technique, and we all learn it in next coming classes. Now I discussed about the robotics and the AI. So what is robotics? What is robot? A robot is what? It is a mechanical or virtual artificial intelligence, usually an electromechanical machine that is guided by a computer program or electronic circuit. It means, how can we define robot? Robot is what? It is a mechanical or it is a virtual artificial intelligence that is guided by computer program or electronic circuit. Robots may be autonomous or the semi-autonomous. It depends upon the our programming. How can program? How can we code for robot? All depends upon that. It may be autonomous or it may be semi-autonomous. A robot also may convey a sense of intelligence or thoughts of its own, and it also depends upon the computer program or electronic circuit. Now, I am discussing about the application of AI in gaming. We played several times chess with computer. So what is that? It is a part of the AI. We can play Sudoku. We can play several types of games, and all are based upon the AI application. Now, in this slide, what I discussed in the earlier days, gaming technology was not abroad. Physicist Willie Higginbotham created the first video game in 1958. So what is video game is also an application of the AI, and it was called the tennis for two. Okay. Uh, the next slide, we have application of AI in banking. It means the organize operations, invest in a stock, and manage properties. How it happen? How it will organize? How all these functions perform with the help of the AI applications. In August 2001, robot beats human in a simulated financial tradition competition. And some other application include loan investigation, ATM design, safe and fast banking. All are the applications of the artificial intelligence in banking sector. Suppose when you are going for money withdrawal in ATM machine, and you just enter there the 500 only, then how machine can read, how machine can understand that you need only 500 rupees? It all based upon the application of the artificial intelligence. Now we have so many applications of AI. I listed here. First one is the credit guaranteeing, information management and retrieval, AI and expert system, plan layout, help desk and assistant, employee performance evaluation, shipping, marketing, warehouse optimization, in a space workstation maintenance, satellite control, network development, and the nuclear management. All are the applications of the artificial intelligence. After that, we have some advantages and disadvantages of the AI. So what are the advantages of the AI? AI is more powerful and more useful computers. Where if you are talking about the disadvantage, it means the when it is a powerful or it is more useful, then cost must be increased. Now in the next point, what with the we can do with the help of AI? If we are using AI, it means what? we have some new interface and some improved interface. Whereas what is the disadvantage of it? It means software development and the difficulties with the software development, slow and the expensive. Where we have new an improved interface, then it is difficult for user to understand the new interface and difficult with the new software. In the advantage side, what we have the solving new problems using AI. We better handling of information, we can better handle of information, relieves information's overload, conversation of information into knowledge. So all these are the advantages of the artificial intelligence. Whereas we can see the few experienced programmers are there, they can program for the AI application. So this is the disadvantages of the AI. Few practical products have reached the markets as it. This is also disadvantages of the AI, that we have no so many products in the market. Okay, now what is the future of the AI? So looking at the features and its wide application, we may definitely stick on AI. Seeing at the development of the artificial intelligence is it that the future world is becoming artificial. Biological intelligence is fixed because it is an old mature paradigm, but the new paradigm is of non-biological computation, and intelligence is growing exponentially. Memory capacity of the human brain is probably of the order of 1,000 million binary digits, but most of this is probably used in remembering visual impression and other comparative vastful ways. Hence, we can say that as natural intelligence is limited and violate to world may now depend upon computers for a smooth working. Okay, we have future of AI, but with the advantages of the AI, we must have some disadvantages of it. Now, I'm talking about the robot that is a Sophia. What is Sophia? It is a social humanoid robot and developed by the Hong Kong based on the company Hanseng Robotics. It was activated. It was means Sophia was activated on the April 19, 2015. She made her first public appearance at South by Southwest Festival in mid-March 2016 in United States. In October 2017, Sophia became a Saudi Arabian citizen, the first robot to receive citizenship in any country. So we can say we have a robot that receive citizenship of any country. Any country. After that, what is the growth of AI? Growth must be in positive sense and growth must be in negative sense. We have both sense here. If AI is growing, then we must have some positive and some negative points. What is a positive point? Positive point is that it is useful for the society, and what is negative sense? It is that it is some harmful to society. Since AI is applicable in almost all fields, they become the needs of our life. It is the reason behind the explosion growth of AI, and this growth divided into two parts based on the application area and what purpose they serve as they are followed. What I discussed earlier, that is first one is the useful to society and second one is the harmful to society. Okay, I hope if is there any point you can comment freely. Okay, thank you.